Mrs. French's cat is missing. The signs are posted all over town. Have you seen Honey? We've all seen the posters, but nobody has seen Honey the cat. Nobody. Until last Thursday morning, when Miss Colette Piscine swerved her car to miss Honey the cat as she drove across a bridge. Well, this bridge, now slightly damaged, is a bit of a local treasure and even has its own fancy name. Pont de Flac. Now, Colette, that sounds like culotte. That's panty in French. And piscine means pool. Pontypool. Flac also means pool in French, so Colette Piscine in French Pontypool drives over the Pont de Flac, the Pontypool, if you will, to avoid hitting Mrs. French's cat that has been missing in Pontypool. 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 Pont de Flac. What does it mean? Well, Norman Mailer, he had an interesting theory that he used to explain the strange coincidences in the aftermath of the JFK assassination. In the wake of huge events after them and before them, physical details, they spasm for a moment, they sort of unlock, and when they come back into focus, they suddenly coincide in the weird way. Street names and birth dates and middle names, all kind of superfluous things appear related to each other. It's a ripple effect. So, what does it mean? Well, it means something's going to happen. Something big. But then, something's always about to happen.
This is Catherine Isabel, and you're listening to the Knife Party podcast. I hope you enjoy it, because I don't.
Groovy.
Hello. Welcome to another edition of the Knife Party podcast. Our second to last show before the end of the season. And there's going to be some changes, but we're going to get used to it. They're good changes. We're going to evolve. They say you either evolve or you fail to exist. Anyway, or go extinct, whatever. It was from a movie. I think it was Slapshot. Anyway.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think that was the exact same quote. Anyway, Tony S. Montana is joining me, and we are talking Pontypool. Before we get into that, let's talk about the people that makes this show all possible. That, of course, is you, our Patreons. Patreon.com/KnifePartyPod is where you go, and for only $5, you could be a part of the great club that is, I've got 5 kids to feed. What does that get you? It gets you this show early and often. It's actually, I'm scheduling it so because we're going to do every 2 weeks pretty soon. You're going to get a week ahead of time, which is awesome. You're also going to get our new brought back show, our video game nerd show, and there's no more pro wrestling. I quit. I explain it on there anyway, and that is called Midnight Ramen. You're also going to get on the chance, which is very high, that I get drunk and go on Twitter. You're going to get Knife Party After Dark, and or Slime Wreck Radio X is when I go on X and go into random spaces and record it. And we have a lot of fun, and yeah, a lot of it's a hard listen back for me, but I do it all for you. Antonius, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Let's get some pool going.
Yeah, this is a very interesting movie. Oh, and by the way, we do answer every and all emails at knifepartypod@yahoo.com. And don't forget, one of our greatest sponsors ever, and that's Caps and Cork on the borderlands of Vallejo, California, in American Canyon, California, in the Napa Valley. 52 Rancho Square, Caps and Cork is where we go to get all our adult beverages needs met. They are cool dudes with no attitudes, bilingual, great pricing, and also an ever-evolving change of product. Sometimes you'll find some stuff that you've never seen before and you got to try it. Sometimes you'll find some great favorites, but they always, always have a great library of awesome beers. Pontypool. So we're doing the format now differently.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do fun facts.
Sorry, guys.
We're going to work our fun facts in. I would like to start with this one, though, because there isn't too much fun facts to find out about this movie.
Really?
Oh, what, you got some?
It's a close kept secret.
This is a close to the vest movie. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
So I found out about this movie on back in the day when Netflix was the main streaming service, right?
Right.
Like, okay, so you got to, okay, so
They were OG, if you will.
let's rewind back to like 2014. Okay. I got in a bad accident at work. I was a pallet got stuck on a truck. You know, trucks have the wooden planks on the bottom, the bread trucks, if you will.
Yeah.
The 16-wheelers that deliver all the stuff to the Hobby Lobby. They have those wooden planks, right? And the pallets are there, where you jack them up and down.
Right.
Well, there's that metal lip at the end of the truck,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And a pallet got stuck. And I was trying to wiggle it while someone was trying to move it.
Uh-oh.
And it split my fucking pointer finger. Oh, God, we just got kicked off YouTube. Damn it. Oh, and I was only 3 seconds away.
3 seconds away.
Anyway, it split my middle finger, and they go, you have phenomenal bones, because that should have shattered your finger, and we would have to remove it. Lucky for me.
Oh, God. Wow.
Yeah, I would. That'd be the.
You'd be the four-fingered man.
I'd have to learn how to play bass with these two. And,
They got exercise. They'll be fine.
yeah, man. Anyway,
What the flip?
So, they had me doing mail sorting.
Yeah.
I worked for GSO at the time. Now they're GLS. I sued the shit out of them. And it's documented.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's not a non-disclosure, but, they're terrible people. So I'm just going to say what I said. And then, so but they had to give me because their options were A, he could sit at home like he should and recuperate, or B, he could work with his left hand, not lift anything.
Yeah.
And so I had my iPhone at the time. Was it an iPhone? Yeah, it was an iPhone. I did have an iPhone. And I go, okay, well, mail sorting's done. What do I do now? They go, okay, well, you got to call and, register the pickups and everything else. But besides that, the dude told me, play games on your phone. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just answer phone calls. So
Okay.
I booted up at the time Netflix.
Yeah.
And Netflix, by the way, remember, this is 2014.
Yeah.
They had a way more B movie type vibe.
Oh, yeah.
to
They
them.
were like, Tubi is definitely the king of like B movie stuff now. But that's how Netflix was. And honestly, they should really go back to it.
Netflix even had a horror looking theme with a boom and the red and the black. And I swear their horror section, they had more rom-coms you never heard of with Matthew McConaughey and more horror movies.
More than anybody else had.
Anybody
100%.
else had.
And that's honestly what got me on Netflix too, was how much horror they had. I was like, it's like $5 and I get all this. Yeah,
it was $5.99.
Let's go.
And,
yeah.
And not only that, but if you wanted like a really good movie from Netflix, guess what? You would have to wait for the DVD to arrive.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then you would return it when they give you like 3, and then you would return it. Whatever.
And they were like with Redbox. There'd be like a Redbox and a Netflix next to it.
Yeah. So I didn't subscribe to that. I wanted the only streaming one, which was like $5.99 at the time.
Yeah, super cheap.
And anyway, I was sitting at home, at work, and I was just watching, and I found so many great horror movies, like The Void.
The Void was very cool.
This movie, Would You Rather, Contracted.
Okay.
I mean, they had a whole Catherine Isabel selection on there. So, I mean, I fell in love.
You had a lock in your office door, yeah?
No. I would go outside the office into the loading dock. Because we had
something in that dock.
Oh, how dare you. But, because we had the best internet there. And also, if anyone like management walked in, I'm like, I'm just waiting to unload something. It was the best excuse. So anyway, that's why I found this movie, and I remember watching it, and it was broad daylight. It was like 11 or 11:30 a.m., and I was so compelled on this movie in broad daylight, right?
Yeah.
This movie is a movie to watch alone in the dark.
It is, very much so.
It takes place anyway, and I was so compelled. I'm like, oh my God. I raced home, and we weren't doing this podcast at the time.
No.
And I watched this movie, and I'm like, this might be one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh, wow.
Now, it has a lot to do with why I love it so much is because, A, it's radio.
Mm-hmm.
The casting in this movie is fantastic.
Very good, yeah.
It's all theater of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
And the music, the concept, it's so unique. And it also ties in with a movie I saw just a few years earlier, The Signal.
I don't know on that one. I don't know if it really ties in. I know we've talked about it before and all that, how this is kind of like taking place at the same time and da-da-da.
I said they could take place at the same time.
Yeah. I agree. They could take place, yeah.
So what are your thoughts on thus far? I mean, you just saw this for the first time ever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so introduction, how do you feel?
I do like the movie a lot. It was weird. It's a slow burn for sure,
but a perfect slow burn.
It is a very good slow burn.
Would you admit that this has an alien slow burn where the tension just keeps getting turned up? You're like a frog.
Ooh.
You're like this movie to me is like what they say, a frog in a pot. You don't realize you're boiling because it's so slow.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know. The slowness of it adds to the creepy vibe really, really well. It's like there's like little things happening just a bit at a time. And you're like, okay, what the heck is going on?
And also, too, they throw in some humor in the beginning where there's like a musical thing going on. And also
the singers.
Yeah. And also we see our main character trying to bring an edgy Howard Sternish feel to
like a Midwestern.
Yeah, even though it's Canadian, but yeah.
It's Canadian. Well, yeah, it's weird. It feels like it's
Northeastern. It's a Northeastern.
Well, it feels like it's like a North Dakota station, but because it's so
Minnesota.
Close, so they're so close to the border that they're just reporting on both sides because they know they have listeners on both sides.
I think this movie is supposed to take place in like a Michigan or a Buffalo type area.
Buffalo, yeah, or like Montana.
Because they
like
do.
That.
This was a Canadian movie.
Oh, okay.
And it's got all Canadian actors, and but it does seem very, very Canadian. Canadian horror, by the way, is amazing. And by the way, most of your movies that you don't know, they actually are filmed in Canada because they can't afford.
A lot of them, yeah.
Because Gavin Newsom pushed out everybody, like by taxing the shit out of them, and like horror movies are like, we can just go to Toronto and film for like free.
Yeah, right.
Because they get incentives. They get like discount incentives. One of the funniest stories I ever heard about filmmaking was Adam Carolla. When I was listening to one of his podcasts one day, and he was talking to Dr. Drew, and he's like, "Yeah, Mr. Carolla, you're right next to Samuel L. Jackson." And he's like, "Samuel L. Jackson? I'm right next to Samuel L. Jackson." And he's like, "Wow, that's awesome. Why am I next to him?" Samuel L. Jackson always talks about, how he loves California and their laws and everything else. But then at the end of the day, Samuel L. Jackson wants to make $1 and they tax the shit out of Hollywood.
Yeah.
So if you want a good independent film being made, you can't make it in California, dude. I mean, Breaking Bad was supposed to take place in California, and they said, fuck it, we'll go to Arizona and New Mexico.
Right.
So this is kind of the same thing where, like, a lot of great independent horror movies are filmed in Canada, and God bless. I mean, like, Freddy vs. Jason was filmed in fucking Toronto.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
And a lot of big actors over the last, like, 15 years or so are all from Canada.
Yeah.
Like,
it's because that's the new Hollywood is Toronto, dude.
Yeah. It's blown up for sure.
They even make a joke about it in Scott Pilgrim, which came out almost 20 years ago. I can't believe.
Wow.
Yeah, it came out when I was 28, dude. I'm 42. Yeah. Like almost. Yeah, that came out in like what 2009.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
And they even make a joke like anything Hollywood going on in Toronto. You know, it's like actually there was something
that's the whole movie.
It's new Hollywood, dude.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, going back. You know, I grew up loving radio.
Yeah.
Radio's been my favorite format, even above music. I think radio's been my favorite format. Obviously, that's why we're doing this now. I do love music. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, by the way, Heaven's Heels are back. Go check us out online. Where you find this podcast, if you're on YouTube, go listen to our music because where we're recording. And I guarantee, and this is really sad, I guarantee that we're gonna have a project done before your band's got something done.
That's true.
You're not wrong. Sad. And we are looking for a guitar player. Just saying, because I don't know what's going on with Andre.
But
anyway,
radio.
I always love radio. I do love this guy's got like a oh God, what was it? The Burn. It was by what was his name? Oh God, he was a talk radio guy. I'm not talking about Savage, and I'm not talking about like the guy Sluts. I'm not talking about him either. Blow Me Up, Tom. I'm not talking about.
I don't know.
Like,
I didn't listen to that stuff that much. Really.
Well, I used to listen to all the talk radio guys.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Limbaugh, but I was talking about the comedy kind of outlaw radio kind of guy that
the shock jock. Let's go.
Yeah. No. You know, he's supposed to be Imus. This guy's supposed to be an Imus.
Okay.
You know, with the cowboy hat and everything.
Yeah.
So it's a very big parody of Imus.
But he's so dark. But I like it. It's like,
Imus was.
Oh, Imus was dark?
He's the guy who did the big nappy-headed hose. He was that guy. Remember, he got in trouble, and he's like, I shouldn't have said that. And he was from New York. So anyway, this movie hits home a lot. And then here's the thing you probably didn't realize. Mm-hmm. This makes me think of the original, because I listened to the broadcast before I ever saw the movie, War of the Worlds.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is very much.
I didn't think of that at all.
I knew you wouldn't. See, that's what I'm saying. Leave your review to the last.
This is very much so War of the Worlds.
But
that's
it's
cool.
A zombie version,
right,
if you will. But it's not a typical zombie movie. It's not.
No.
And even it actually borrows a little bit. If you watch Day of the Dead, the original Day of the Dead,
yeah,
there's a radio broadcast where they're broadcasting from a station and they're talking about what's happening. And also, theater of mind, sometimes describing and hearing things way scarier than seeing it.
Yeah, because there's definitely multiple scenes, especially with the was it Ken, the traffic guy?
Yeah, that's what some of my favorites.
Yeah, huge. Where it was like, oh, whoa, what's going on? I was like, show it already, come on.
This also is one of those movies that I love, and I'm going to do a top 10 on this. Top 10 movies filmed in one spot.
Yeah, because it's literally just the station, like just the recording room.
This is just like Suicide Kings.
Yeah,
where
great
that's on the list.
Yeah.
Where all the drama is taking place in one spot, and you can cut it with a knife by the end, right? So anyway, first impressions. Let's talk about cast and crew.
Yeah.
Everything else, and we'll do some fun facts. I don't have many on this, like I said. But anyway, this got an 83 on the Tomatoes meter. I think that is very fair. Here's what I don't get. Popcorn meter, only 28%.
That says 68.
Or sorry, 68. No. I wanted to say 20 points lower is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I meant to say 20 points lower.
I got confused.
So 83 to 6 versus 68.
Yeah.
I think that's criminally underrated. I think this movie is so unique. And like I said, the only other movie to do anything like it before would be like maybe War of the Worlds.
Right.
Maybe the beginning of Dawn of the Dead before they go to the mall. And then after that, it becomes like a totally different movie. This movie has The Signal came out a little bit before this. I think The Signal is it's got the same kind of like thematic to it. However, The Signal is a way different movie.
Way different movie.
Yeah. However, I say that these could exist in the same universe.
Yeah.
And actually, everyone I've talked to about this movie, no one's ever told me I didn't like it. It sucked. Like everyone's like, I maybe it's a watch once or I don't respect it. This is a yearly watch for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do I watch this movie because I do like the main character Mazzy, his radio stylings, and I would actually like. There was a reason why I played that intro in the beginning of this. The actor has a natural way of telling a story.
Right.
Him being our dungeon master, our narrator, our storyteller, really does help the whole movie's narrative.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, because I couldn't find too much about this, if this was a lot of ad lib or if it was just script. But looking at the actor, hearing his voice, I guarantee this was a very much Bill Murray thing where he was, Ken, you're on the line. The way he delivers his lines, it seems like, okay, here's what you're supposed to say in here. Do your thing. And I wouldn't even be surprised if this guy actually had radio training.
I mean, it definitely felt like that for sure. That he's been behind the mic before. I feel like he's probably done a bunch of like voice acting or something like that.
Yeah.
So he gets how to kind of maneuver around and everything.
That's the thing. I haven't heard his voice in voice acting before, though.
I don't know if I have or haven't. I've recognized him as soon as I saw him. I was like, oh, okay. I know I've seen him in a bunch of stuff. I couldn't quite place my finger on where. Yeah. Which was weird. Normally, I'm like, oh, he was in this movie or that movie. Like, I'm really good with faces.
However, he did really sound familiar when we were playing D4, the Herodric Drunkard.
Oh, yeah.
He has the same timbre of voice.
Yeah.
But, I know I'm the same way. I knew I saw him from somewhere. I couldn't tell where.
Right.
We're going to go over cast and crew right now.
Yeah, like, I'm curious as to what else he's really done. He was great in this movie.
So
I did like his choice in drink. I'll tell you that.
I like where he pours in the cup.
Yeah,
I know. We're gonna do a little walkthrough on that. This one needs a walkthrough. It really does, because I guarantee a lot of people seeing this movie or hearing us talk about this movie have never seen this movie, and seeing how this is right before Ghostbusters 2, which everyone has seen. I thought it would be cool to throw a curveball.
Yeah.
So here's what AI says.
Oh joy.
When a disc jockey, Grant Mazzy, by Stephen McKetty, reports to his basement radio station in the Canadian town of Pontypool. He thinks it's just another day of work. Actually, it's his first day of work. But then he hears reports of a virus that turns people into zombies. Mazzy barricades himself within the studio and tries to figure out a way to warn his listeners about the virus and the unlikely mode of transportation, English language. No, meaning because, the English language is how it spreads.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. Okay, so let's see. What to know? What to know? Witty and restrained, but still taunt and funny. Pontypool is a different breed of a low-budget zombie film. I would not say that. I would not dumb this down to a zombie film.
Because it doesn't play out at all like a regular zombie film.
The other cool thing is when I did watch this, it was right before COVID, and then I watched it during COVID, and like about the hysteria that COVID did cause and still kind of is causing. I mean, Ben Affleck's daughter is still sitting out there with a mask, like screaming that her life's in danger, and you're like, bitch, please. But humans are easy to go to that hysteria thing. And the cool thing about this is kind of the opposite. He's trying to calm it down.
Right.
And that kind of makes it even more like a hard watch, if you will. Like he's dealing with we as the watchers are dealing with it as he is.
Yeah.
And it makes it like, is this a prank at first?
It definitely seemed like it at first. Yeah. Just the way the setup was.
Are they fucking? Because remember, he's writing notes, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, cast and crew. We're not gonna go. Oh yeah, we did. Thank you so much, guys, for making us official reviewers. That's all you guys.
That is awesome. Yeah,
that is all you guys. It took 5,000 listeners to make sure that we are now official. We did. I rated this 5 stars. You know why I rated 5 though? I wouldn't have normally rated it 5, but I had to rate it 5 because I had to rate it on the curve of people are rating it so low.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I'm not going to let this. I have to give it like bonus points for being.
Just to offset the bell curve, man.
Exactly. And normally I don't do that, but for this I had to. So this is directed by Bruce McDonald. Let's see what else he did.
Yeah, Brucey Bruce, where have you been? What have you been doing?
Sparkling Parts, 1990 got 100%, and his lowest was
His
Hellions.
whole thing is 100%.
No, the Hellions 31.
Oh, the highest rate. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He did Weirdos, which I've seen. Highway 61, which I have seen. It's been a while. Husband, never seen, and Edge Codes. Broken, never seen. Hardcore Logo, I think I did see that. But anyway, he's kind of more of a documentarian director, it looks like, which this does actually come off as a documentary, if you think about it. Stephen McCaddy, who plays Grant. Let's see what he was in. He was in Little Laurette, never saw, 100%. Z, never saw, heard of.
Yeah.
Crown and Actor. All these movies are 100%. Crown and Anchor, yeah. Come Daddy, Husband.
Right, okay, so they've worked together, like a few times.
Secretary. That's what he's in.
Okay.
Saw Secretary.
Interesting. I know I've seen a bunch of other. I haven't seen really any of those.
Have you seen Secretary?
No.
It's a really weird sexual movie. It's this guy. It's kind of like 50 Shades of Grey, but smart, and came out 20 years before.
Oh, nice. It's probably what inspired the book.
It's this guy. It's also it's very much like that. This guy hires a secretary, and then it starts small, like dress nicer, and then like act 2, I want you to crawl to my desk.
Oh,
and then it's like a relationship. It's kind of.
Wait, is that who's the woman? I have seen that. Yes.
That's also the chick. I forgot.
In the Batman.
Yeah.
The Chris Nolan. Yeah.
But anyway,
Maggie, whatever.
Yeah.
So I did see The Secretary.
Did you like it?
That was a great movie.
I thought it was great too. Yeah,
that was definitely a great movie.
I watched it with my ex-girlfriend, and I'm like, "You picked a very great romantic comedy that's dark.
Super dark,
dark, but it's romantic. It is. I mean, it is kind of sexy in a way.
I mean, she was all about it.
I was all about it. We have Lizzie Howie as...
She's the producer.
As Sydney Bear, who's only been in 3 movies.
Oh, with Dreamland, with him, apparently, before.
There you go.
Okay.
And also, guess who the director was? Same as this.
Yeah.
And then we have...
so he's kind of like Tim Burton and Adam Sandler. It's like the same people in every movie.
Okay, Georgina Rowley is also in this movie, and I fucking love... She's my favorite character besides also Broken. So these guys all have worked together.
Yeah.
Goalie, I also saw that weirdly. Anyway, she's awesome in this film. She's aged very nicely, but... I mean,
83 and Lois is 20.
She's had a lot of work done, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well,
it's sad. I don't like it when people get work done and they don't look good. She was also in Unborn. I've seen that. Mirrors. I've seen. Oh no, More Like. Okay, no, she wasn't in that. Sorry, my apologies. Okay, so there's our cast and crew. Let's go ahead and hit the trailer, and then we're going to talk about this movie. And you're going to notice a very huge difference because we're moving into season 4 is no more background music.
Ooh.
Because I think we don't need it anymore.
We don't need it.
It's a crutch.
It's a crutch.
I don't think we need it. So anyway, here we go. Go ahead and hit this, and we're going to talk some Pontypool afterward.
What you are hearing is an actual radio broadcast. It is the only recording of the event.
Roadblocks preventing people from leaving and entering the area.
Everybody is under quarantine.
We still do not have an official version of these events, and it's very difficult at this moment to get a fix on what has happened.
Oh, God! These people are trying to eat their way inside.
They cut into our signal.
Ken?
And their eyes. He's looking at me.
For your safety, please avoid contact with family members and refrain from the following. All terms of endearment. For greater safety, do not translate this message. Not translate. Just listen to me.
Okay, so there's our
Good trailer.
I know,
Yeah.
right? It's very okay. All right, so let's talk about storytelling.
Yeah.
Since human beings sat around a fire millennia ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Storytelling has been our main source of entertainment, and I think that's what makes this movie so good.
Mm-hmm.
Is you are being described. First off, this movie gives you a very false sense of levity when you least expect it, because it starts off banging on the window, call the cops, call the cops, call the cops.
Yeah.
He's coming in for his first day, and he's annoyed. He's kind of like, what the fuck was that?
Is it his first day? I
No.
thought he'd been working there for a while.
No, it's his first day in on the show, because she even comments on it. Now, so the younger girl comments, "Oh, I know you like your coffee this way," and blah blah blah. But she's like, "It's not the big city. Stop doing this. It's not the big." Remember, she's cutting in. It's supposed to be his first day at this new station, because remember, he's on his cell phone talking to his agent.
Oh yeah.
When
they're both fired, basically.
When they're banging on the
when the woman bangs on the window. Yeah.
So that kind of sets up our thing, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Now, I don't know about you, dude. Have you ever worked a job where you had to get up like ass crack early, hours before dawn?
Yeah.
You have.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever notice, definitely with me, I notice this. Dude, when I wake up in the morning, I have like crazy anxiety.
Really? Okay.
So it's just part of my brain chemistry.
Yeah.
So when I wake up, getting out of bed is like leaving the womb for me. It's like I want to cry.
Yeah.
I'm always nervous about the drive-in from work. Do I buy a sandwich? Did I not lock something up? Like I have like crazy anxiety.
Right.
Now, excuse me. My greatest anxiety lower is when I'm in my car. I feel pretty safest of all. And I'm listening to my podcast and whatever, and about mid drive-in, my brain is kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
equilibrium, you got this.
Yeah.
But I swear to you, every single day in the morning, it's like I always have it. I always think I'm late, even if I'm early. And anyway, I could imagine someone knocking on your window in the morning when it's snowing, by the way, extreme, freaking you the freak.
That would definitely freak me out 100%, especially if you're in the middle of nowhere. Somebody not wearing a coat or anything in the
snowstorm.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like, no, I'm not rolling down the window and asking what's up. Like, I'm taking off. You're on your own. Sorry.
This movie does a great way of setting the stage of the intro that I played you guys before we actually start recording. And then this, where it throws you off. Then we see Mazzy goes to work, right? Or whatever his name is.
Mazzy, yeah.
Yeah, Mazzy goes to work. And he starts kind of to try to turn it up right away. He's like, when do you call 911? When is it the appropriate time to call the police to ask for help? Give us a call. And you're like, wow, man, that is good radio.
Yeah.
That is really good radio. And it sets up the movie so well. Because then she goes, hey, this is the small city. There's not big
small
crime.
Town. Yeah, we don't really do that.
Turn down the temperature. And he's like, I'm just trying to shake shit up. And he's like, don't shake shit up. Do the weather, the news, and the happy birthdays.
Right.
And then he goes right into this morbid thing like, happy birthday, this person. However, there was a murder. And, and you're like, yeah, dude, I love this guy. If this guy had a podcast, I would definitely listen to it. And he's talking about it, and you're like, oh, fuck, okay, the teenage and early 20s me was like, this is the kind of radio I like.
Yeah.
A morning radio, but it's got an edge. It's early in the morning, and you have your anxiety, and this guy is talking about dark shit, but he's comforting, right? But then he goes, something happened to me on the way to work. A woman tapped on my window and said, call the police. And then you're like, all right, we're getting into the plot. And then at the mid-act 1, they just throw the plot out the window to get you out of your scared space and into a bullshit space where, yeah, we have these singers and da-da-da, and we kind of show how this guy's career went
just
downhill.
All the way down the bottom.
And they allude to he's probably had a divorce.
Yeah.
He's probably has an alcohol problem.
He definitely has an alcohol problem.
I mean, he's drinking like Jack Daniels at like 5 a.m.
It was scotch, but it's all right.
Okay,
yeah,
all right. Did you see the bottle? Because
it was Glenfiddich. I couldn't see the year, but it was Glenfiddich.
It was because I just remember it being in the coffee mug. I didn't see that. Okay, that's hilarious. That says something about you. That's why you're hired here. By the way, where's my coffee, asshole? So, but anyway, it gives you this false sense of security at the end of Act 1.
Okay, so I have to comment on the singers.
Oh, go for it.
I could not believe like it was funny. It was definitely super funny, but the makeup, we'll say.
Yes.
That
little racist
totally threw me off. I was like, what?
How so? Because they painted themselves all blackface practically?
Yeah.
Or brownface, rather?
It was brownface. And then you had one dude straight up like cosplaying Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean.
So bad.
They did a great thing in this movie where they pull that with humor, they pull you out of what you think is kind of going on,
right?
And because they start off super heavy in this, I think that I swear to you, I think this was due to great editing.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure that this movie was heavy, and they just filmed some. Hey, this guy's really good. We should just film some in between scenes, and they threw that into because this movie is not a long watch.
No.
I think it's almost exactly 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 95 minutes.
Yeah. No, I think it's 97. Yeah, because I think it's like 137. And but yeah, they throw in all his little career hardships to kind of bring you back to reality. I love it. This movie does something like a good magician does. The right hand doesn't see what the left hand is doing.
Yeah.
The right hand is going serious. Oh, look at this. Left hand. My next trick's coming.
Yeah.
Okay. And then stuff starts to fall apart, and it's kind of starts with our traffic guy. Or no, to start with a call-in for some lunatics breaking into a hardware store.
It wasn't like a call-in. It came over the police scanner.
Yeah.
And I think that's the young girl, really where it starts.
So the girl who's the intern, she was an ex-military.
Yeah.
And she's always listening to police scanner. And she goes, "Oh, we have a good story," but then the producer's like, "But it's not. Is it a feel good story? Do we need to hear it?" And she's like, "Why don't you just stay on?"
Yeah,
it?
she was like, "Let's just figure it out before we report anything."
Yeah,
and the intern's like, "Screw that, send it over."
ABC, fake news. Let's report shit before we get facts.
Hey, aren't they all?
Yeah. No, dude, I can't even believe it. Like, how ridiculous! It's like, first one to get to the story. And my thing is, first one to get to the story is the first one to apologize.
Yeah, okay, good luck.
Yeah, have your facts. Just because breaking news, if you go breaking news, Godzilla's in Tokyo Harbor. No, that was Fukushima. We apologize, Godzilla was not in Tokyo Harbor.
Yeah, like a week later after the incident's over.
But anyway, she's trying to do her due diligence to run a show as a producer. By the way, radio talent. It's funny how they show the relationship between radio talent and producers. Radio talent hate fucking producers. They hate them because they're always shackling them like that.
Yeah.
And think about this. If you and I were trying to do the show and we had an ear in our voice going, "Zach, move off political, move it to the side." You go, "Shut the fuck up. Can we do a show?"
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, that's why radio kind of sucks because producers are usually people that wanted to be weren't talented enough, and then got paid more to kind of keep the show on track.
Yeah.
And by keep the show on track, meaning keeping the advertisers happy.
Yeah, exactly. Keep the money rolling in. Yeah.
So anyway.
Thank God we don't have that problem.
Well, I mean, I do produce the show in the way where I listen back and I go, did anything we say was insensitive?
Pretty much every episode. Yeah.
And I have 2 words. Fuck you.
Thank you, Ben Shapiro. So moving back to this. So anyway, there's this developing story. They try to keep it off. The young girl sends it through. You got to Grant. You got to see this. And he reports on it. They cut to commercial. And then she's like, "What the fuck? Like, don't stop trying to bring your big city fear into our small little town."
Right.
We got birthdays coming up. Keep it cool. And of course, we start getting our call-ins, and they happen few and far between at first, but they're littered in. There's little cues of something big is going on.
Right.
And I love the Sky Chopper 5.
Was it the Sunshine Copter?
Sunshine Copter.
Yeah.
And she has to admit to him at a certain point that he's a raging alcoholic, and this is the only thing keeping him off the booze bottle as he drives up to the top of the mountain and watches the traffic.
Yeah.
With a sound effect. Of course, his copter gets attacked later on in the movie.
Yeah.
But it's not a copter, it's his car.
Yeah.
So eventually, if I'm not mistaken, who gets I don't signal virus? Who gets it first? Is it the girl inside, or do they get more on the story? Because remember, he does this whole dark lineage of Pontypool of these people that have birthdays, but he makes it dark, and he starts going
super dark. Yeah.
He goes, "This person died, and this person, and this person killed
this guy killed this person. But it was the intern that gets it.
But before that, when he's doing the whole story about the birthdays and he makes it dark, it actually goes to a really cool thing I like in cinema where they show old-timey pictures that are like Sophia, where they're like, yellow, orange, and black only.
Right.
They're black and white, but they're like faded. And he's doing this whole thing, and she's like, "Oh my God, are you really going to make our show like this?" But sure enough, she goes nuts. And she starts attacking them. Now, but it happens out of nowhere. She just starts talking gibberish.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, we're going to sound... Can she hear us?" And then she just starts face attacking. Oh, no, but they get that...
the dude comes.
No, that's later, though, right?
Yeah.
Because doesn't he call in or something? Or he was supposed to...
Well, no, because he was just like a random survivor. Like he was trying to get away.
Yeah.
And he just happened to be able to climb in through one of their windows.
Yeah.
And then they end up in the recording room.
And
that's when she starts to flip out and everything happens. Yeah.
So then we kind of get like the gist of what the fuck is going on. We still don't know.
Yeah. They're still trying to figure it out.
So here's where I'm going to go theater theory on you. Ooh, write that down, theater theory.
Okay.
This is why I think This in the Signal could take place in the same universe.
Mm-hmm.
The Signal was phone, television,
right,
radio. This movie takes place in a radio station, and it's only radio.
Yeah.
Our quote-unquote zombies act the same.
I mean, they're zombies, yeah.
In The Signal, they had a little bit more of cognizant intelligence.
Yeah.
The ability to use tools.
Right.
And this, not necessarily.
No, this was definitely more classic zombie.
They just repeat stuff like they have a concussion and they just slam on walls. They don't know how to operate keys or use a firearm necessarily. But what if this is this earlier test? Here's what I mean. Spoiler alert, we're going to skip around to the end. The government ends up going, we got to nuke this.
Yeah.
And that's, keep it contained.
Right. And they're all speaking in French at that point. Yeah.
So what if this was an early test of the signal that they tested out in some, see what I'm saying? They tested out in some small part
to see how well it worked and then improve it from there.
How effective it was. And then they realized, we failed because French doesn't translate. It's only English.
Yeah.
And also it can be manipulated. Kiss is kill, kill is kiss.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So I'm telling you, the reason why I think this and my theater theory is that this is the same virus as the signal. The signal is just a
later version.
It's a 4G version.
Yeah.
And this is a terrestrial version.
Okay. I mean, putting it that way, that definitely makes sense for sure.
Like if this was the dial-up version, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the signal is the Wi-Fi version.
And it's weird too, because like they kind of figure out how to beat it, right? But them nuking the town is like what they talked about in the signal is like, once people start getting like aware of things, then they're eradicated and then they just start the project over again.
Yeah. And here's the other thing too. On that, this might actually be a better signal than the signal. Here's why. The signal, you have to have an electronic device.
Yeah.
This is verbal.
Yeah, that was definitely the weird thing for sure.
Now, I remember, so I've watched this movie 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
At least 5 times all the way through. I've watched it a bunch and just turned it off or watched it a little bit.
Right.
Because I've actually tried to do a review of this movie by my selfies.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't do it. I needed somebody to bounce ideas off.
Yeah.
And I remember my second time watching it, this is absolutely absurd and ridiculous. And then I kept thinking about it. I'm like, no, it's not, because this is how cults happen.
Okay. I see where you're going with that.
So I just watched this whole thing on, my wife actually was watching it and I got super interested. And then it turns out I was more interested than she was. But it was, it was about the 70s with the MK Ultra. Project.
Oh, yeah, with all the acid and trying to do
and
that.
how Charlie Manson may have been a CIA agent. Do you know this?
Interesting.
So
I mean, I know about MK Ultra and stuff. Obviously, I know some about Charles Manson and everything. But that's interesting that he could have been a CIA to see how well like that training could actually be used to like create a domestic problem.
According to, there's a lot of info, and this is a conspiracy theory. I'm not gonna, but what if Charles Manson did do a bunch of psychedelics and then knew the dangers of it, and he was trained to be able to act like he was on drugs, even though he wasn't, but he was able to act like it and be able to convince people to do it, kind of like Jonestown.
Yeah.
And
drink the Kool-Aid.
Get people to do what you want them to do. And okay, all right. It's a crazy conspiracy, but it does add up. So here goes the conspiracy theory, and it does actually add up. Now, it is a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
But it does add up. So here's the idea. Charles Manson. He's a CIA, FBI agent, not by choice. He's a narc. He gets busted. He has to play ball.
Yeah. He's
in jail, right? They convince him, we're going to give you a plea, blah, 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 this and that. Then there's there was a clinic in San Francisco. In LA. And they had Operation, I think it was called Midnight Climax. Yeah, Operation Midnight Climax.
Okay.
And it was a brothel. So it was a normal brothel, but it was everyone was CIA, everything else.
Yeah.
And then they would drug the Johns.
Oh.
Yeah. So the prostitutes didn't, the prostitutes loved it because they didn't have sex. They just have to drug them, and they got paid.
Okay.
And they'd wake up out of their trip and be like, yeah, we totally had sex. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway, this was this brothel was a clinic for venereal diseases. It was a brothel plus they had.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I know it sounds
like it's getting weird now.
It's getting weird. This is where Charlie would pick up his girls and drop them off to be girls here, but they weren't girls necessarily. Yeah, they would have sex once in a while, but yeah, they would have. So anyway, Charlie starts this whole thing, right? And this was at the time Republican led, and they were tired of the Vietnam peaceful hippie protests.
Yeah.
They wanted the left to get violent.
Mm-hmm.
So hence the helter skelter thing happens.
Okay.
And even look today, when you see like most violent shit happens, it's usually from the left, caused by this whole hippies, peace and love, not good. We need to have a new version of the left, and it's going to be violent and dark, and we don't want it. And here's our agent photographer, Charlie Manson.
Okay.
So anyway, there's a whole documentary. Now, again, it's a documentary. There's a lot of there's a lot of evidence there. However, it is conspiracy. I'm just saying it's very interesting. But that's what I'm kind of saying with this is it's kind of the same way as spreading a word, kiss is kill, kill is kiss.
Yeah.
What is the best weapon than a mind weapon?
Right.
Like, our government was actually working on the homo bomb. And I'm not, hold on real quick.
Homo?
I got to press that button because it was actually called the homo bomb. They spent $5-point-something million in a bomb that made men so horny they would just have, in a battlefield, they'd start like having sex with each other.
Yeah.
Kind of like the movie.
That seems super weird.
Kind of like the movie, a Serbian film. They even talk in that movie. Oh,
Okay.
by the way, that's going to be one of my top 10 lists of movies never to watch. That's number one.
Yeah.
Have you've never seen it?
I've heard enough about it to know that I don't need to watch it.
Never need to watch that movie. Especially if you have nephews or any family members that are younger than you, don't ever watch it. I watched it because I watch it so you don't have to. Anyway, they talk about the same drug in there, but they were working on a quote unquote homo bomb.
This was probably like the 50s when this came out.
No, more like 90s. The idea was to drop it on Muslims because so they would have sex and be so ashamed that we can come in and they'd be screaming.
That's so bizarre,
isn't it? The funny thing is Joe Rogan had a joke about it at the same time they were working on it about a weed bomb where they're like, dude, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But it was the same idea. They'd be so horny they couldn't fight.
Yeah.
So anyway, but the best, so there's actually some kind of truth to this movie in a way because the government was working on experimental weapons.
I mean, governments always work on experimental weapons, for sure.
But the best weapons
World War II, like the occult stuff, and
Yeah.
that's where we get MK Ultra from.
And also World War II, fucking Hitler was working on that shit.
Yeah.
He was like
he was trying to summon up demons to
and
possess
shit. Yeah,
soldiers to make them into like
he was
super killing.
He was trying to get Vikings like souls of Vikings up and shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, raise the dead to fight for you.
Yeah,
good luck,
dude. I mean, he was playing Necro D4, but he wasn't playing in season 10. Callback. Anyway, so no, yeah, but the language virus thing. Now, the funny thing is, if you go on X, you could see it all the time. Like, this person's a Nazi. You keep saying it over and over and over again, and what happens? They get shot. There's certain trigger words that people use. COVID.
Yeah.
BLM. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of society. This predicted a lot of society of if you keep repeating something over and over again, eventually violence will happen. And I think that's like kind of a cool message that this movie has is kill is kiss. Start spreading love messages and maybe shit won't happen, dude. Right. Just like we were kind of talking about Ghostbusters 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the slime.
With this positive energy, man. And that's what we're trying to do here on this show.
Yes.
And do it funnies. But we like to put our penises in our own mouth and go, hey,
dude. Whoa. Dad.
Sorry. I mean,
you were really happy you found that sound effect, aren't you?
Yeah, I love that sound effect.
Yeah, I thought
so. Okay, so anyway, as the movie goes on, they're realizing that they can't even speak French anymore because they're seeing the patterns of speech that's making them go a little crazy.
Right.
So they just start writing in cursive.
Well, no, it's like they just start writing on notepads.
Yeah. But I mean, but it's like, because they're older, they gotta have a cursive freehand.
Yeah.
Freehand.
And there's like the doctor guy, who comes in, and it's funny because like later,
and remember they say, can they read lips at a certain point?
Yeah. They're like, is there any mouth movement thing that sets it off? Because they don't know. But I did think it was funny. He like left through the same window he came in on.
I thought that was hilarious too.
And
that was like, very mind and path on it.
I was like, okay, that was kind of weird. I was like, were you just there to like mess with them? Like, are you in on all this?
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
Like, was he an agent provocateur to like kind of like, or were you
provocateur?
Or was he the golden suitcase from Pulp Fiction? He's just there to make the plot go on and go, see ya.
If anything, I think our traffic guy, Ken, is the golden suitcase. We do come back to him like 20 times.
Yeah, and by the way, Ken's not even credited in this movie, which really sucks because he actually does a great job of storytelling. And it
was probably like the director or somebody else who was actually playing him.
You know what? You might not be wrong. And but I mean the cool. Okay, brass tacks though. Is there anything that I kind of missed on our plot synopsis before we kind of go?
No, I mean that is one thing I did like. It's very straightforward. It just kind of, it is what it is.
Slow burn.
It's slow burn. It knows exactly what it wants to be. It does it really well. It's not like your typical gory zombie movie ripping people apart.
There is some gore, but it's
there is some gore, but like
shocking,
overall,
it's shocking gore because it's usually people doing weird shit to themselves.
Yeah, but for the most part, like you said, it's theater of the mind. Like it's all in your head.
And you do get a sense of impending dread and doom.
Yeah.
Like, there's a moment in this movie where my heart sank to my tummy. And it's where
my tummy,
when he said like, it is spread by the English language. Do not repeat this message. And he just repeated it and he went, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because he just gave away the cure to the enemy.
Right.
And you're like, oh no. Because they thought the whole time that they were trying to help people and they were spreading the message by saying these magical keywords. Now, I've watched this movie so many times and I'm trying to think about what the keywords were.
Yeah, like turns it on. But it makes me think that there was some underlining signal already going on.
A frequency, maybe.
Right. And like they triggered it.
Do you think it was about the cat? The missing cat thing?
Oh, Honey, yeah.
Because remember they kept saying Honey. Because think about this.
They go back to the cat a few times.
Yeah. But here's what I'm saying, though. If it was a government experiment, in hypnotism, they'll say a combination of words that you would never hear in normal conversation.
Right.
Like the elephant on the roof will always be safe from rain.
Yeah.
Something like you go, what?
What? That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. The elephant on the roof will all be... First off, elephants can't go on roofs and ever be safe. By the way, I just made that shit up. But that is something you would say in hypnotism.
Yeah.
Because you would never hear it in normal conversation. Right? So that missing cat, Honey the cat, Pontypool, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
That could have been the test. Because remember when he's coming in, he's hearing his recording... From whatever. From his pre thing. Because here's something you guys probably don't know about radio. Before a radio guy comes in, they'll record stingers before they come in.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, coming soon is going to be Imus in the morning. And here's some clips of the show. It's called Stingers. And they'll play those, and then they'll play music in between. Do you think that maybe that whole cat thing was here? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because I actually think that this movie it's a government experiment. They wanted to test it in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They hired this guy because he was a recognizable voice, meaning more people are going to trust him.
Yeah, they're going to listen.
And they're going to listen. The whole town's going to listen. It's a smaller town. And then, hey, if the experiment doesn't go well, oh well.
We can nuke it. There's nobody around. It's not going to matter.
It's going to be a zero burger in the long term scheme of things. It's not going to be a Gulf of Tonkin. It's going to be a small little. Hey, we had an event,
right?
So, and him reading "Honey, the cat is missing." Why would you do that as a stinger? Why would you read about a missing cat as a stinger?
I mean, I get it. Like, it's a small town, but like,
even still,
is it really that small?
Yeah.
And if it's that small, why was this such like a big issue?
Exactly.
You know?
And then the whole the combination of words of Pontypool, in the beginning, he's like, it's almost like he's casting a spell. Well, this means that, and this means that, and in French, this means that.
It's this rhythmic thing. It hooks you in. I get it.
So either he's really great at radio and creating a story out of nothing, or exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my thought. What do you think? What are your thoughts on? Do you think it was government? Do you think it was? I mean, because I've even seen people say aliens. They go, "Oh, this is like the signal alien." Because a lot of people have the alien theory of this is part of the signal where aliens are just putting a frequency inside the radio waves that makes people go nuts. So they can take over our planet without having to kill us. They get our
jokes on you. We don't have radio anymore. Aliens, haha.
Unfortunately not. Yeah. No, you're right. But in 2014, Howard Stern was still getting like at least a couple of million listeners. Now it's so sad. Do you know how many listeners he has?
That's weird.
You know how many listeners he has a day?
I'm guessing maybe like 1,000.
200,000.
200,000 a day.
And they pay.
Well, yeah, because he's been on. He was like the OG Sirius XM. Like, he opened up the door for guys like Rogan and everybody else, didn't he?
No. He rode the coattails of O&A. Opie and Anthony were doing it a year and something before.
Oh.
And they were the pioneers. Because they were like, we can say whatever the fuck we want.
Right, doesn't matter anymore.
And they were doing it like 2003 or 4. Because they were on XM.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Sirius
that.
Sirius didn't get Howard till 2 years later.
Okay.
Because there was the whole feud.
Yeah.
And anyway, my radio knowledge actually makes sense in this podcast. So I finally get to use like 20 years of nerding out, jerking off to dudes in their 40s.
Well, that's the episode, guys. Yeah, I'm happy you came through.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, a little loud. All right. So I actually think failed government experiment.
Yeah.
I think this is the Raccoon City thing. Nuke and PR it away.
Yeah, it's weird that they went directly to nuke. Like, couldn't you just kill everybody
quarantine and just stabilize.
And stabilize, quote unquote.
Well, quarantine, stabilize, what that means is you quarantine it and just let them die off.
Right.
And if there is, and then you just march through, like in the movie The Mist, and if there's any survivors, you save them.
Yeah.
The fact that they nuked it tells me, oh, this must be government experiment. Now,
trying to eliminate all evidence of anything that happened.
Now, I think this might also be a political message by the filmmaker because Canada is one of the biggest proponents of anti-free speech.
I don't know about that.
No, they are. You can get arrested for Facebook posts, dude.
Oh yeah, like Britain. Yeah.
So I think this might be a punk rock movie.
Weird.
This might be a punk rock movie version of "Fuck You" to the Canadian government by the filmmaker who is Canadian.
But he kills everybody in the end just to make the government happy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. No. I'm just saying. I couldn't find a lot of funny facts on this.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's definitely obviously, Canadian film not going to be crazy big in the U.S.
Well, I mean, I love my Canadian films too.
Snobbish on our movies,
dude. We have in season 4 American Mary on the list. I can't wait to do that.
Well, no, there's people that love movies, and we discover these things.
Yeah,
and then there's the general public. Not gonna discover these things unless they, join our Patreon.
I mean, we are gonna. Thank you very much for that plug. We are actually gonna do Freddy vs. Jason, another Toronto film.
Well, it's filmed there, but it's 100% American movie.
John Woo as a director. Come on, man. It's about as
American all day, baby.
Isn't John?
It's
Woo?
Freddy and Jason.
Okay. Either way. So. What does your finality come out to be about this movie? I mean,
I definitely want to watch it again to pick up on more stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be an annual watch. To be honest,
it is for me. I swear to God.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
You know what?
I mean, I believe that for sure. For me, it's it was good. I'm definitely going to watch it.
The storytelling is amazing
for sure.
I tell you what, though. Next time, though, watch this and The Signal back to back. I really do.
I mean, because I did. The Signal a lot better.
I like The Signal so much, though.
Yeah.
The Signal didn't get as much love as this movie at all. The Signal got 20 points lower.
Yeah.
I think The Signal is one of the greatest original indie horror movies of all time.
Yeah.
I think this movie is so great because it is original. It takes a low budget to such a high height.
I agree with that. It does a lot with a little. A lot with a little.
Yeah. No, this is when a motherfucker makes it good French toast. That's what this is. This movie is French toast. It's just a couple
French toast.
It's just a couple ingredients: bread, egg, cinnamon, brown sugar.
Yeah,
and it does it so well. Mm-hmm. It does it so well. Okay, not any. Okay, now let's get to judging it. What would you rank Pontypool? Now, keep in mind, there's no judgment.
There's going to be a little bit of judgment.
It's got, what did we say, 82 and 68?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What do you think?
I was going to give it 75.
75. Wow. A little bit low. I'm giving it 85.
Okay. So meet in the middle on 80?
I was going to say, can we meet in the middle at 82?
That's not the middle.
81.
You're closer. You're getting better at this.
Just saying, I think it's above an 80. I think this is. You only watched this once?
Yeah. I only watched it once.
Definitely, this is a movie you should watch while getting a little silly.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little silly Simon. And this movie,
I love that.
And
that's the problem. Slow burn. I might just start daydreaming and miss the movie.
No. You'll be like fingers in mouth, chattering teeth.
I don't do that.
No, this movie is really. Oh my God, it's so good. You know what? We can agree to disagree.
Yeah,
but we both liked it.
We definitely both liked it. Yeah,
and I mean, like,
he's got the virus. He's got the virus. Don't kiss me though. I swear to God.
Zombie movies. Where would you place this? Like you say, this is in the zombie genre.
It is in the zombie genre.
Did this make your top 10?
Ooh. I don't think so. I'm sorry,
really?
Zach. I'm sorry. It doesn't make the top 10.
What is? Why don't we just hammer out our? What do we think is our top 10? What would your number one? Like we'll just work through it. Like we could kind of work it out right now as we do. We can negotiate it.
I can have my own list, okay? We don't need to negotiate.
First off, does Evil Dead count as zombies? No, they're Deadites. They don't count.
Yeah, no, that's different. That's demons.
Okay,
yeah.
and also that means that all the Friday 13th, he is a Deadite. He is not a zombie. We've established this.
Some weird thing.
He's a
Deadite, I guess. Yeah, that doesn't count. Like just straight zombie movies.
Shaun of the Dead's got to be in the top 3.
Shaun of the Dead
top 3 at least.
Top 5 for sure.
Top 5. Okay. Bingo.
I mean,
I'm with it.
Man, I don't even know what to put at number 1.
I like Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. I think that should be in the top 3.
That is definitely one of the top for sure. 28 days later. Yes. That's top 3, if maybe number 1.
If not number 1, I agree because 28 days later is like 30 Days a Night. I like fast zombies. I like scaries. I like shit that's going to chase you down and kill you.
Well, and it had that like
urgency, and the music is good.
The music's amazing. But you're just alone, like just that whole opening
and
where he's going through London.
And not only that, it's in
nothing.
Daytime.
Like nothing.
And daytime makes it scarier.
Super scary.
And
it's
also,
ridiculous.
Also, everything that Walking Dead did stole from that movie where he wakes up in the hospital and has to pull out all his stuff and he just has his nightgown on.
Yeah.
It's like so plagiarism. I totally agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, like, so this new Dawn of the Dead, I really love the OG Dawn of the Dead.
I like the OG, but the new one is so... The Zack Snyder one is so good.
It is phenomenal. There is just something to Romero's version. Like, you got to take the era into consideration.
Night of the Living Dead remake with Sam Raimi. Or, sorry, not Sam Raimi, Tom Savini. With Tony Todd, Candyman, playing as...
I don't know if I saw that one.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I saw the remake. Yeah.
Okay, so Tom Savini did a shot-for-shot remake of the original, and Tony Todd stars in it.
I need to watch that.
I have it. I will let you borrow it.
Yeah. That'd be very cool.
Because I'm telling you, that's probably my number 1.
Yeah.
Because it is the original. However, Tom Savini did all the effects.
Yeah.
And Tony Todd is our main.
Okay.
And they do a twist ending.
Ooh.
They do the They do the ending that actually George A. Romero wanted to do, but the studio wouldn't let him do.
I mean, at that time, I'm guessing there was a lot they wouldn't let him do.
Yeah. Anyway, really good. Dead Girl I put up there.
Okay.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
That's one of the. That is a great movie, but it is. It's one of those in my top 10. Do not watch it. It's like the darkness of Human Centipede. Imagine 3 teenage boys finding a girl that can't die, and is tied up.
I don't need to see that.
Return of the Living Dead, the OG, so good.
Oh, Return of the Living Dead. Yeah.
And also a 4th of July movie.
True. America.
Fuck yeah. And you got like Live Brains.
Yeah. No, that's definitely one of the top ones.
One of the top, and so punk rock and such an awesome 80s movie. I got to put up The Signal. I got to put it in my top 10.
I don't know if you could really call that a zombie movie. Because it's not like they're trying to eat people.
But they're trying to murder you.
They're trying to murder. I get that. But The Signal, like, they were, like, in a psychosis.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess we can because technically, like...
That's like saying zombie...
28 Days Later was like Rage.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like they're zombies.
Yeah.
So I'll give you Signal.
I got to put The Signal into my top 10. I would probably say that's my number 5.
Okay.
Because, I mean, all the characters in that movie are
spot on. So good.
Even the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, anyway, we'll finish out our list eventually.
Yeah.
But, I would say I would probably put this in my top 10. If you don't put it in your top 10, totally understand.
Yeah.
But it definitely is a memorable movie. Probably top 3 radio movies. I mean,
yeah, right.
and
we got this. Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah, that's about it. Good Morning Vietnam is actually a really good movie.
Really freaking good.
I think that's my favorite. Why did I say Bruce Willis? My favorite fucking Robin Williams movie. Believe it or not.
Not my favorite. But it's definitely one of my top Robin Williams movies for sure. I've watched it a bunch of times.
Oh,
Forrest Whitaker.
By the way, you know how we always joke about how we're going to do like Arnold theme or this that thing?
Yeah.
I actually do have something I want to touch on in season 4.
Are we gonna do like a
Dark Williams?
Ah, yes. I was trying to get the words. Yes.
So we're going to do 1 hour photo and Insomnia.
Insomnia. Ooh, that was a great one.
And 1 hour photo.
1 hour photo.
Which,
and then
by the way,
what, Final Cut too.
Which, by the way,
that?
I have never seen 1 hour photo. I'm saving it for a review.
Oh, good movie. Creepy as.
So I bought a 2 DVD pack. It is the Robin Williams Dark, and it's called, and so I'm calling it Dark Williams.
Yeah,
but it's 1 hour photo and Insomnia. I've seen Insomnia a bunch of times. Love it.
Great freaking movie.
Love Pacino, but I've never seen 1 hour photo, and people say it's like one of the creepiest stalker, Zodiac,
100%. Yeah.
So we're gonna do that.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna save that down the line, but we got to do that in season 4 because I've never, and usually I'm showing you movies. I like to be like, whoa, I've never seen this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And speaking of dark, shout out to, if you guys are listening, Sons and Shadows. We do want to do Dark City with you. We're waiting for your confirmation.
Very cool.
Because if not, well, I want to.
We're gonna do it.
We've been
talking about it for 4 years.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it.
And I've been meaning to watch it. And yeah, we know the effects are outdated and everything else.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's a great fucking movie, and I do really want to do it. But I'm trying to get those guys to comply, and I'm trying to set us up a day because turns out Sons and Shadows.
Comply already, will you?
Turns out Jeff from Sons and Shadows is like his favorite movie ever, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay.
That means I could take a step back and you just talk, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, dude. It's been awesome.
Yes, it has.
I think we had a great time talking about Pontypool. How do you like the new format?
Format's pretty good. Yeah.
A little different?
Yeah.
More of a podcast, though.
More of a podcast.
Less of a review. More of a podcast.
I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we're supposed to be doing.
It's so weird. I cannot wait. For real. I cannot wait to when we do our Terminator 1 podcast coming up and comparing it to the original. And just me listening to both and going, wow, have we really grown and progressed? Like, this is such a different show. Anyway, thank you guys. Patreons, love you. Free listeners, love you too.
Yes, we do.
Spread the word. Like, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Remember, we answer every and all emails on our nightpartypod@yahoo.com. By the way, I always like to throw out where you can check out this movie. It is only on if you have the AMC app, or else you have to buy the movie. But from here on out, I'm going to throw out where you can get the movie.
Nice, yes.
So you have to either buy the DVD or get the AMC app. I recommend buying the movie.
Just do it.
Just do it. It is a good movie, and it's definitely worth rewatching. Like I said, he wants to rewatch it. I'm going to probably rewatch it in a couple of months because it is a very snowy movie. I'm probably going to watch it during Christmas. All right, guys, stay tuned. After this, chronologically. Thank you. You're going to be getting. You're going to be getting a special edition of Ghostbusters 2 with the Chaz, not safe for work. And
not safe at all.
And by the way, it's probably not going to be on, because there's so many words you cannot say, it's probably not going to be on YouTube. So
nope.
if you're listening on YouTube, Go ahead and do yourself a favor. Download us for free or join the Patreon if you would like to. Thank you so much, guys. We love you. Be kind. Rewind. Anything else to say?
Yeah, we should probably return those videotapes.
We should probably return those videotapes. All right. Got to get out of here. Bye. Ah!